Welcome to Box 4, the last box in our series, and this box is the most complicated of them all. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank you guys for sticking along with these boxes and making it all the way to the end. Today's box is a simple car. Alright, let's get into it. Alrighty, this project has two simple parts. We've got the body that holds the axle and wheels, like so, and this allows the car to move. And then on this body, we have a battery holder with a battery and terminals exiting that battery, and we will connect these into a motor that has a wheel on it, which will power the car, and we will place this motor and wheel on the bottom of the car to push it forward. So, all we have is our body and our electrical components. And combine these together, we get a car. Alright, let's get into the build. Alrighty, let's get into the build of Box 4. Inside Box 4 you'll have a DC motor, a battery holder, and a AA battery. Some wheel shafts and some wheels, a straw, copper tape, and some glue dots. And as always, you'll need scissors as additional equipment. Alrighty, let's get into this build. For this build, we're going to be using the box as a whole as our chassis for our car. So first we're going to take apart our box. Alright, now I'm going to take a section of box like this out. Alright, and then you should be left with a tiny little rectangle of cardboard right here. Now this is us using the box, but obviously you could use any kind of cardboard you like if you'd like to customize it up a little. Alright, now we're going to take our piece of straw, we're going to cut it in half, and then also, it's a bit too long, we can trim it, which is what I'm gonna do just to make it easier. We're gonna take one of our glue dots and glue these to the bottom. Alrighty, you should have something sort of like this. Now we're going to get our trusty old wheels in. And if you notice right here that it's too big, your piece of cardboard is too big, then you can trim it down. It's a way better size. Alright, now we can put our wheels in. There we are. And then for one side, only put one wheel on. And the other side we'll just leave like that. Alrighty, now we got something set up like this. And to keep this little guy on, we're going to take some trimmings of the straw that you have left over. You're just going to cut an ever so slight hole in them on one side and then the other, and then you're going to insert it in. That way it won't fall through. Alright, now we're going to figure out where we're going to put our motor at. So first, let's look at it right here. And that looks about right. And the reason why we're trying to figure this out is we're going to put some copper tape down already on this, and then set the motor on top. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, what you should have is something like this, where if you set your motor down and then they'll sit on top of the copper. Next, you're going to take your motor. You're going to take these little prongs right here and make sure they're bent out, just so we have maximum contact with the copper on here. And then you're going to put tiny little pieces of copper on top of these to secure the connection. Alrighty, it should look something like this. And last but not least, we're going to need a glue dot to secure the motor. So all in all, it should look like this. Alright, now we're going to place our motor on. Now we're going to take 2 long pieces of copper tape and stretch it all the way around. You'll probably want a length about this long. Alright, this is what this should look like. Alright, now put your final wheel on. Show something like this. Now we're going to take another glue dot and put it on the bottom of this battery holder right here. And now we're going to tape these down onto the leads right here. Alrighty, it should look something like this. Alright, and that's your little car complete. All you have to do is put the battery in. Alrighty, and as you can see, our car is working. Thank you for joining me in the building of Box 4. I hope you enjoyed this build and the whole series of boxes. We would love to see your feedback on these boxes and some pictures of boxes you've created along the way. Send them to us. Thank you.